it's me, Mrs. Morrison. I thought since we couldn't be together in the Rainbow Room, we could be together here. So maybe every day you could check in with me and I'll read you a story, or maybe we could do an activity and then you can share it with your grown-ups. Put on your thinking cap, get ready to work. Hello, thanks for joining me. Thought we'd go over a little calendar, read a story, and maybe I could show you some of the cool things I found on my walk yesterday when I was out with Grace. So yesterday we came together and we saw our brand new calendar with the umbrellas on it. We said it was the month of April. Remember, April. And I was wondering if anyone practiced writing some of those letters. P is our letter we've been writing this week, so hopefully you can write that one. And we've already done A and R and I and L, so these should all be letters that you can write on your own. So let's see, yesterday was Tuesday. Oh boy, no it wasn't. This is so wrong. Yeah, I have to move my tags down. Oh, Mrs. Morrison, I need children in front of me to help me remember what to do. Yesterday it was Wednesday. Today is Thursday, and tomorrow will be Friday. It will be our last video of the week, and then you'll be on spring break. Hope you have something fun planned with a lot of distance between the other fun people that are having fun. So yesterday it was Zachary's birthday. It was Wednesday, April 1st. Today it is Thursday, April 2nd. I'm going to put my little yellow post-it here in front of Thursday, and I know we can all count. 1, 2. We made it. 2 counts for today. So let's turn our weather, and we have a little bit different weather today. Finally, I'm happy to say. We've had this cloudy up here for such a long time. Let me put this back. It's better over here. We've had this cloudy guy up here for such a long time that I thought he was never going to leave. But guess what? I'm taking him down because when I looked out the window today, it looks like right now it's a little bit cloudy, but it's supposed to be partly sunny. And if you remember, that means when it's a little bit cloudy and a little bit sunny. So I'm hoping that it might be all the way sunny. I'm going to mark an all the way sunny day and give us our first all the way sunny day in April. So we've had a cloudy day on the 1st and hopefully an all the way sunny day on the 2nd. The season is still spring, and we're going to call the weather today sunny and cool. Hopefully it will be a nice enough day that we could go out and ride some bikes or take a nice walk and go out and see some things in the world. So I'm going to show you some cool things before we read our story that I found on my walk with Grace. Here they are in this bag. Woo! What could I have found if I was on a walk? Oh boy, here's my first thing that I found. Have you ever seen a thing that looks like this? It's a cone. It fell off of a tree, and deep inside this cone, there's a seed that would grow a brand new tree. Oh, I found this on my walk too. I don't know what anybody else calls these, but I call it a prickly ball, or sometimes a pricker ball, because it's got these spiky things on it. I know some people call it spiky balls, some people call them gum balls, but guess what this is? It's the protector of a seed. If this stayed on the ground long enough, there's something in the middle that would grow into a brand new tree. Oh, I also found this cool thing on the ground at the park. It's an acorn. It has its little hat on. Guess what it is? A seed. If this stayed on the ground and had some soil and water and sunlight, it would grow into a new tree. And then I found this one just because it was fun. It's a big pine cone. So I found a larger one and a smaller one. And I wonder if they would grow into 2 different kinds of trees, or if they would be the same tree. What do you think? Would they be different trees or the same trees? I'm going to put them back in my mystery bag. And I'm going to turn on my rainbow light so that we can get ready to read. I'm going to put it over here, right near my tea, because we could see my tea back here. And I'm going to show you. Today we're going to do this very crazy story lab. It's a vocabulary story lab. And we're going to be thinking about 3 words. This is a very long book, so your parents might be really happy that I picked a long book today. You're going to have to listen to me very carefully. The 3 words that we're listening for are raise, gently, and petals. The word raise means a beam of light, a long stripe of light. So when you look up at the sun and you see those shiny things, stripes in the sky and sunlight, we call those rays. Gently means to have something done soft, not in a rough way. If it's gentle, it's soft, gently. And petals are the special leaves of a flower. Usually they're the part that have the color that's different from the stem. Sometimes they're green, but sometimes they're red or pink or purple or yellow or white. I've seen almost every different color. So we're going to listen for these words, sorry about that, raise, gently, and petals while we're listening to our story. This is a vocabulary story lab. We're going to remember the words and what they mean. And today we're going to read this book. It's called The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle. I'm going to show you the front of the book has a beautiful flower. And then the back of the book has something that's very important for beautiful flowers. It's the sunshine, which hopefully we're going to see today. Let's see what this book has to offer us. Oh, wow. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? Oh, I think I can find the tiniest seeds over here, blowing through the air. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up it goes, it flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Oh, were you listening? Did you hear one of our words? The sun's rays, here they are, shining out. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. You see that tiny seed all the way over here? This one landed on the mountain. It's not growing. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. One seed drifts down onto the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. The desert is is it too wet? Is the desert too cold? Oh, I remember. The desert is too hot. That's where Olivia Newton-John lived, in the desert. Oh, finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. Here it is, hiding in the grass. Good thing that bird's head is on the other side. He can't notice it. Now it is, winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they're going to sleep in the earth. Here they are. Oh boy, I hope this creature doesn't eat them. They look just as if they're going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch, but the tiny seed lies very still, and the mouse does not see it. Here's the tiny seed over here. That seed is very lucky. No one sees it. Oh, now it is the season that we are in our real world here in Deptford, Westville, Winona, Woodbury Heights, where I live. Now it is spring. After a few months, the snow is melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, rain falls, the seeds grow so round and full they start to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore, they are plants. First they send roots down into the earth, Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It's a weed, and it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from one of the small new plants, and that little plant dies. Oh no, this poor little plant isn't going to make it because this giant weed is blocking its sunlight. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it too starts to grow into a plant. Here it is. It's this little short one all the way over here. Well, remember, we're listening for one more special word. I already heard raise and gently. Now we're listening for petals. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They, too, have been waiting for the sun in springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along and, oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. Oh, if you break a plant, it doesn't grow anymore. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast. Here it is. Ooh, it's bending. Its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud. And now even a flower. Oh, here's our tiny seed. Mrs. Morrison was wrong. This is the neighbor plant with the flower on it. But what is happening? First there are footsteps, then a shadow looms over them. Then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. Oh boy, the flower can't grow anymore if it gets broken off. A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. That's so nice. Oh boy, this page is stuck. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It does not stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It's taller than the people. It's taller than the trees. It's taller than the houses. And now the flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It's the tallest flower they have ever seen. It's a giant flower. Whoa, look at the people. They're so short compared to the flower. All summer long, birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Here it is. The sun is shining now. Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter. The nights grow cooler and wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. Here are the petals of the flower, the pretty colored part. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. One more time, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower seed pod opens. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen next. The end. Remember what happened to those seeds, what happened in the beginning of our book. I hope you can remember those 3 words. These were some cool pictures that I took on my walk with Grace yesterday. I remembered the clouds and the rays that we talked about. I saw a shadow. I saw some woods and a lake and a little babbling brook. And I saw some creatures. Oh, here they come. These creatures are scaring me. And then I got to see Grace walk far ahead of me down a wooded path. Thank you for stopping by. It was great to spend this time with you. So check back because I'll post new things as I can because I have some real thinkers sometimes. In the middle of the night, you never know when I'm going to put up a new video. So please rewatch and have a great time. I miss you all. See you soon when we get back to school. See ya.